Waffles, and today I'm gonna make a tier list of every starter in the Pokemon games from every gen and Let's Go games. So, to start off, this is a subjective list based on my preferences, my likings, has nothing to do which Pokemon is actually better in battle or anything or any other actually measurable stat. This is just based on my preferences. And the ranking is going to be as following. S is my favorites, A are the Pokemons I quite like, B are the ones I think are good, C are the ones I'm neutral about, and D are the ones I'm not that big a fan of. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Let's start with Gen 1. Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, and Venusaur. Bulbasaur I quite like, just cute, it's a solid starter. Meanwhile, its evolutions go downhill for me. I don't have much against Ivysaur, but I'm not that big a fan of Venusaur. I just don't like the tree. The tree is never gonna do it for me on no Pokemon. That's why I don't like Tropius and Crottle and stuff that much, or Alolan Executor. Not a big fan. Uh, Next, Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard. Just a very solid line. Quite like all pokes. Charizard is one of my favorites. But then again, who doesn't have Charizard as one of its favorites? It's probably the most popular Pokemon there is. Together with like Greninja and Pikachu, so just a very good Pokemon. Only weird thing is that it's not a dragon type. Come on, Pokemon. Get your shit straight. Next. Squirtle, Wartortle, and Blastoise. Squirtle is another one of those cute ones I quite like. Wartortle just doesn't do it for me with the random ear and tail design and then suddenly disappears again. Don't quite get why they did it. Middle stages are often a bit weird in my opinion, but then Blastoise, one of my favorites again. Quite like Blastoise. I'm a simple man. If it goes pew pew, I like it. So Blastoise, one of my favorites. I'm most likely gonna pick Blastoise every time I play Gen 1, unless I'm like trying to change it up. But Charizard's still one of the favorites, even though I will always pick Blastoise in the Gen 1 run. Gen 2, Chikorita, Bayleaf, and Meganium. Chikorita is cute. Nothing too special about it, just I like it, it's good design, cute. Bayleaf I quite like. I think it's from some episode in the anime that I grew fond of it. I never really used Meganium in a playthrough. I think maybe once in a random playthrough where every Pokemon was randomized. But Bayleaf I quite like. Just the design, I'm fond of it. Once again, it goes from green, yellow, green. Don't get the coloring choice like with Charmeleon. Blastoise's design. It's like it has mid stage always has something weird. But then Meganium, just aight. Nothing special about it. Then Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil is nice. I quite like Cyndaquil. Even though its evolution line has always had a bit a weird spot for me, seeing that it's like not that obvious it's a fire type. I always like it when at least the starters are like super obvious. That just, in my mind, that's just how it works. You know why? It's like Quilava and Typhlosion. Although I quite like using them, the designs are not that great in my opinion. I put Typhlosion in B. I like Typhlosion a bit more than Quilava. Next, Totodile, Crocodile, Feraligatr. Totodile, I like it. He's just Joe Jolly. He's fun. Crocodile, not rocking with the caveman look. Not my thing. Feraligatr, I quite like. He's just a very solid Pokemon. He looks menacing. He looks complete. He's just done right. Next, Trico on Gen 3. Trico is just fine. And Grovyle and Steptile are nice. Nice. They're not my favorite. I'm not gonna say favorite, but Steptile is quite good, and Grovyle is a really good middle evolution. Like it's a really good step to Sceptile. They've done it well. I like the shiny for Sceptile as well. He has a cool Mega evolution. Probably if I used in my first playthrough in Gen 3, probably would be favorite, most likely. But he has a harsh contenders because for me, Torchic and Blaziken are just one of my favorite Pokemons. I don't really know why. I just really like them. I they always been uh, fun to me because Blaziken is a kick-based Pokemon. I used to do Taekwondo, which is heavily kick-based martial arts, so I guess that's why I'm quite fond of it. And just Torchic, I don't know, it's something about it just suits with me. But then again, Combuskin, not a fan. Like he got booty for days though, but I quite like that, but not in a Pokemon. He just has an odd design for the rest. Um, Mudkip. Mudkip, quite like. Mudkip is one adorable Pokemon. Marshtomp is fine. He just looks jolly. That's probably the what makes me not put him in D. But in Swampert again, is fun Pokemon. He's strong. He's so nice with his shiny. I really like using him in my playthroughs as well. So I got a good memory of him. While like Sceptile, I don't know if I actually used Sceptile before. And the same with Blaziken, to be honest. I think maybe Sceptile, but I'm not too sure if I even actually used Blaziken. I know I had a couple of his trading cards, and I think from the anime that's why I grew fond of him, but I don't think I actually used them in an actual playthrough. I think most of my Gen 3 playthroughs are with randomizers, so then again, they haven't been that normal for me to start with all starters, which is a bit weird. I should just play him normally with every starter once. Well, next to Gen 4. Gen 4 is probably my favorite gen. It's the gen I actually started playing all the games. I got into the anime and the trading cards like way earlier, but I think this is my actually first main series game. The only one I had before it was Pokemon Pinball, I'm pretty sure. But that's like a whole different game, so for me, Gen 4 is always gonna have a special place. Really love the gen. Platinum is such a good game, probably my favorite of all time. Even though some probably are better in their aspects, I just like Platinum a lot. But for the starters, I don't know, man. I don't like the Torterra's line that much. Turtwig and Torterra, like Torterra has a good design till you look at the tree and stuff on his back. I get the design, the idea is really good, like really good. I'm just not a big fan of it. And Grottle just looks stupid, in my opinion. I don't hate him, but he just looks a bit derp. Like he just looks, he's just gonna be the master, let me battle. No offense to anybody, sorry if that triggers you or offends you. He just looks a bit weird to me, like he's a bit slow. He just looks a bit slow in my opinion. While Chimchar, I have such good memories of. My very first playthrough was with Infernape. I think my brother chose it as the starter, and our first run was with the same account, and he picked Infernape as line. So I have really good memories of battling with them and completing the story. So they're quite high. But Monferno, even though I've got those memories, I'm not the biggest fan of his design. But he's gonna be C because I have those memories. Otherwise he'd be D. While Chinchar and Infernape, like, just Chimchar is cute, and Infernape I have way more memories with, and I like his shiny. No, I'm gonna place him B. I think that suits him better. Yeah, that suits him better because I'm not the biggest design of the face from Inferno and Infernape. It's a bit weird to me. I do get it. That's they did the face so that the flame crown fits better, but still it's a bit odd. I also don't get where the flame on his tail suddenly went. It's a bit weird. I think they could have kept it and the flame crown, but oh well. Now onto my favorite from Gen 4. Piplup is adorable. I love Empoleon. Prinplup I really don't like its design. I've got many fond memories of the line. I just don't like Prinplup. He just looks weird. Like the crown on top of Empoleon looks sick. It's complete with the beak and all. It just looks stupid on Prinplup. Like, I do quite like his tuxedo look. He's the gentleman penguin. Like, I quite like that though. That he has that going for him. I might put him in C later on, seeing how the list goes. Now, Gen 5. Gen 5, 6, 7, I'm not the biggest fan of, if I'm be honest. I've played those games the least of of all the games. Simply because I wasn't the biggest fan of some of the Pokemons in there. In total, I heard not that great things about Gen 7. I haven't played it through, so I can actually give an honest opinion. But it just repelled me a bit. And I don't like the starters as much as well in these gens. Same with like the graphics of the games. The road to 3D looks really ugly to me, and that kind of repelled me as well to play them. Like Snivy's line, nah, I really don't like it. I get what they were going for, but in my opinion it doesn't work. So I'm gonna just put them in D. Snivy, Servine, Superior, not my thing. Now, Tepic is alright. I'm not the biggest big fan. Like, he's very cute if you like piglets in real life, I think. I just don't have anything against him. Big Knight, nah. Ambor, I love his shiny. It's so good. Like the different colored flames, so good. He has a alright design, nothing too special. His moveset is very weird. I always thought he was a weird Pokemon to actually use, since he barely gets any fighting types. Although still being a fighting type, because guess what? A fire fighting type, first time ever. But oh well, like still, his shiny is probably what makes me put them B instead of C. And then Oshawa, he's my favorite of this gen. Oshawa is so cute, and Dewa and Samura are just are solid pokes. Not the biggest fan. I think the helmet on Samura looks a bit weird. Yeah, I'm gonna put them C. The helmet on Samura is weird. Dewa is fun. He looks like one anime boyo. He just stands there chilling, looking all, I'm gonna beat your ass, kid. Because I don't know why they always do that with the middle stage. You make him like these teens. For him it works, unlike some other Pokemons we will get into later. But well, that's it for Gen 5. Onto from Gen 6. Oh, I apologize. No, Gen 5. Yeah, Gen 5. My apologies. Onto Gen 6. Rowlet. Rowlet is cute. Don't like Dartrix. He looks a bit weird. Also, the emo type. I'm not a fan. The Decidueye is good. I like the Decidueye. He's a solid Pokemon. Grass Dark. I don't know if that's really the best typing, but it sounds fun to me. Yeah, I must say I'm not the best on the typing type stuff, since I mostly play for fun and I don't care that much about all the meta moves and stuff. Keep that in mind, but for me the Grass Dark type sounds fun. Then Fennekin, yikes. Somebody needs to go trim their ear hair. On Delphox I kinda mind it less, I don't know why. It works better on Delphox than the other two. And like once again, Bryson looks like this teen, like this bully girl. I don't know what's with that. I'm not really the biggest fan of that type design. But Delphox is fine. I think Delphox is solid. I like it's with the stick. It's like kind of wanna be a wizard stuff. Like it kind of works for me. Although the ear hair is still weird. But now to Gen 7, probably one of the best starters ever. Froakie is good. Greninja is of course favorite, and Frogadier just alright. I don't think anybody is gonna disagree with where I placed Greninja. Such a good Pokemon, so high rated. Greninja, SS Greninja, such good Pokemons. Did a really good job on them. And for me, there's a little bit bias since I'm a Naruto fan and I like ninja stuff. So, but still, I love it. He's such a solid design. They did him really well. But then, oh no, that was still man. I'm all over the place. I apologize. Now I'm on to Gen 7. Gen 7 then again is another not so solid. I don't think I like any of the final evolutions that much. Chespin is cute, but Quilladin, Chestnut, not the biggest fan. Chestnut is fine. Looks like a boss type monster. Litten and Torcat. Well, Litten is fine. Torcat I don't like that much. And Big Boy Daddy Tiger. He's pretty fine. I like his wrestling deal. He probably won me over with being in Smash and just looking epic in there. Poplio, just fine. Pione, not a fan. Primarina, I quite like. I don't know why, I quite like the Mermaids team. But not enough for me to actually place it as one. I don't really have a favorite in this gen. It's probably my least favorite gen they made. That continues with Let's Go. Let's Go was not a good game in my opinion. I like the idea of starting with the Pikachu and Eevee, because yeah, they're both definitely S tier, but still not like the best move. Gen 8, which is a bit controversial because I know a lot of people don't like it, but I liked it a lot. It's not the best game, I'll admit that, but I had so much fun with it, playing with friends and stuff. They did that really well. And I'm quickly placing these down and I'll explain. Grookey is just fine, he's cute, but I'm not the biggest monkey fan. Thwacky just another one of those teen looks I'm not a fan of. And Rillaboom is really solid design. It's really solid design. That's just all I think I need to say about it. It's just really solid. And Scorbunny is cute. I picked Scorbunny my first run just because I liked the bunny the most at first glance. But then Rabu is a bit less, and just the head, not a fan. Really not a fan. The head design, they did something weird with that. And I'm also not a big soccer fan, so I kind of regret picking this Pokemon instead of Sobble in the end. Because in the end I grew to like Sobble much more. And Inteleon than Scorbunny's line. But the emo, once again, the emo look, like I don't like these two forms, so I kind of even forgot their names. Like they just erased from my memory, because I'm really not sold on what they did to them. I know Inteleon is a bit hated on because he looks too humanoid, but I don't mind that. I mind these emo cringe mid-stage Pokemon from the last couple of gens much more than the humanoids. And I don't know why these two are here. Somebody will probably tell me in the comments, but I'm not the one who made this one. This is one that was already online. But this is pretty much my tier list. I know some things are gonna be controversial and it's fine. Just put in the comments what you would have seen different, what your favorites are, and give me recommendations if you want to see me do, what kind of videos you want to see me do. If you want to see me do different tier lists for movies, anime, whatever, games, just name it. If I know enough about it, I'm willing to attempt it. If I don't know much about it, I don't think I will do it, since it would be a weird tier list just based on like first impressions and stuff. Although it could be fun to see me play certain characters like S tier while they're like the worst character ever, just on impressions. But anyway, just let me know in the comments. Please be civilized in the comments, and well, see you on the next episode.